There are no new jobs in DC. All the jobs in the district area are centered on IT. If we're not teaching our kids at least how to operate and function in the IT world, we're doing them a disservice by saying they've got an education, because they don't. You can't walk out the door anymore and just get a job. You've got to have some computer background, so that the teachers there that are giving them that, and they use it in every class. Every class. The history teachers got all sorts of examples and places they can go and websites they can check on the topic of the week. The English teachers have all sorts of references to the books, to movies that are based on the books, to other writings by the same writer and what he was doing in his life while he was writing that book, how long it took him to get it published. And then the math teachers, they're doing all their work real time in math. So he's sitting at his desk when he's not walking around the class, and they're sending him solutions as they're going through. And he's checking as they go. And then when he's done, those quizzes go right into the grade. He doesn't have to have a letter grade book except for us, the parents. The administration doesn't even expect the teachers to have a letter grade book anymore. They can if they'd like to show the parents. All the teachers have all the grades online so that the counselors can look at it, so that the principal can look at it. So if a parent calls up, they don't have to call up to the office and get it. It's right there. And they're talking about going to a point where, as the parent, you can enter the child's social security number and you can get their grades without even talking to the teacher. Without going through the school, they'll be available online through the school's website. You set up usage and you can look. The students already have a password, so they can look. They don't have to wait and see what the teacher says they're getting as a grade. So you can go to your child and go, hey, go online and tell me what your grades are. You don't have to wait for the report card. So those are the little things that have made it better, made it easier. I talked earlier about the solution that the pre-calculus teacher had. He could email me, tell me what was going on, get my response, and go ahead with his solution to the problem without me being an irate parent going, what are you doing to my kid? Or without him being an irate teacher going, this is what your kid's doing in my class. We're talking. All of his teachers are talking to me back and forth in the middle of the day if they need to, requesting assistance if they want it. They know when I'm available, when I'm not. I know what's going on in class, no matter what he tells me. And because he knows it's harder to get away with stuff, he spends more energy on learning stuff than trying to get away with stuff. And I think that's the best part. The parent's role is primary in, number one, learning what things your kids are up to. If you don't know what your kids are doing, you're already behind the 8 ball. So by being part of the community, online yourself if you've got a chance, if not, just being in the room when they're online. But again, it goes to my point, if you're not up on the technology with them, if you're not making sure they know what's going on, you're doing them a disservice. You're putting them behind in every choice that you've got. No parent wants to see their child have less than any other child. Every parent wants the best for their child the minute they're born. But to do that, you've got to do the work. I tell everybody my full-time job is a father. My part-time job is whatever I do to make money, even if I'm there 40 hours a week. That's not my real job. Your real legacy in life is the life you give to your children. Only few people get to build buildings, only a few people get to make art. Your building, your art is your child, and so you've got to be out ahead of it. That's why I started, ahead of the curve, or at least I thought I was. If you're taking the time to choose their schools, you should take the time to know the technology, because it's the same piece. It's all together. If your school's not on a wave of technology, then that's what you should be in your principal's face about, in your school board's face about, in the mayor, governor's face about, getting the technology in your school so your child can be ahead of the curve. And today we know it's not even ahead anymore, it's just at least part of the pack. So.